Okay, Dr. Bala. So just today we are going to study just an introduction of the Panchakarma. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we can study the detailed study of the Panchakarma. So today we completed the Kaumara. So you have to study this subject very clearly. Okay, this is very simple subject. As I have mentioned earlier, the Kaumara is very simple subject compared to other subject. Okay, then the introduction part of Panchakarma. You know that the Panchakarma includes the procedures. What are the 5 procedures included in Panchakarma? Vamana, Videjana, Niruha, Anuvasana Vasti, and Shirovidejana. This is the opinion of Charaka and Bhavapragasha and Sharangadhara Samhita. But according to Sushruta and Ashtanga Sangraha, the Panchakarma includes Vamana, Virejana, Vasti, Nasya, and Raktamoksha. Okay. So instead of Raktamoksha, the Acharya Charaka explains Niruha and Anuvasana Vasti. Okay. The Panchakarmas are the Panchashodhanas according to Sushruta and Ashtanga Sangraha. So, according to the opinion of Sushrutacharya and Vagbhadacharya, the Panchakarmas are Panchashodhana. That means it helps in expulsion of these doshas from the body. It's a purificatory therapy. But according to Charagacharya, he mentioned Chadush Pragara Samshuddhihi, mainly the 4 type of Shodhana therapies are present except Anuvasana, according to Charagacharya and Bhavapragasha and Sharanga Samhita. So Bhavapragasha and Sharanga Samhita follow the same opinion of Charaga in Panchakarma. Okay. So mainly the Panchakarmas are Panchashodhanas, the Vamana, Virejana, Vasti, Nasya, Raktamosha. In these type of Panchakarmas will eliminate the doshas completely from the body. That is known as the Panchashodhana. So the opinion is according to Sushruta and Vagbhada. But according to Charagacharya, the type of Shuddha, Samshuddha therapy, that is purificatory therapy, is 4. So he did not include the Anuvasana as one among the Panchashodhana. Okay. Then this point you may be aware of this. That is, Acharyas mentioned the Panchakarma. In Ashtanga Hridaya, the Panchakarma is explained or mentioned in Sutrasthana and Kalpasthana. Whereas in Sushruta Samhita, it is mentioned in Chigilsa Sthana after explaining the Rasayana. So, after explaining the Rasayana, the Panchakarma is indicated. Mainly, after the Panchakarma therapy, we give the patients Rasayana therapy in order to remodeling our dadus. Okay. So, in Sushruta Samhita, it is explained after Rasayana part. Okay. In Charaka Samhita, it is explained in Siddhi, Kalpa, and Sutrasthana. Mainly, the Siddhi Sthana is explains the main part of Panchakarma in Charaka Samhita. Okay. So, then the word Panchakarma is first mentioned or explained in Charaka Samhita Sutrasthana 2nd chapter. The Panchakarma, the word is mentioned in Charaka Samhita Sutrasthana in 2nd chapter. Okay. In Sharangadhara Samhita, it is explained in Uttaraganda, and in Bhavapragasha, it is explained in Purvaganda. Okay, just read these points. You have to remember in what sthana, in which sthana the Acharyas are explaining the Panchakarma. Okay, so there is no specific branch for the Panchakarma in Ashtanga Ayurveda. Okay. Then mainly the Panchakarma is divided into three parts. That is Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma. It is very important. Okay. The Panchakarma includes the three parts. The Purva Karma, that is pre-operatory procedure, and Pradhana Karma, the operatory procedure, and the Paschat Karma, post-operative procedure. So the Purva Karma, which includes Snehana and Swedana, a pre-operative procedure. So it will enables the body to undergo this operative procedure. Okay. So after doing this Purva Karma, the dosha Utklesha is happened. So in the Pradhana Karma, it get easily expels from the body. Okay. Then the Purva Karma is helping cleansing the body. So Snehana and Swedana are Purva Karma. Okay. So from next class onwards, we are going to study the Purva Karma and that is Snehana, Swedana, and detailed study of Pradhana Karma. So now we can end the class from this portion. Okay. So this is just an introductory part of Panchakarma. So you can read the Snehapana and Swedana in the next class. Okay. Just read the part you have studied in the UG time. So the Snehapana is the Sneho Anilam Handi, which mitigates the vada and causes the cleansing of the body parts. Okay. So we will discuss this Purva Karma in details from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Just read that. And I hope that today's class is helpful for you. Then okay, Dr. Bala. Okay. The important topics that I have mentioned, the 3-star important. So you have to study first the 3-star important points that I have mentioned while studying this Kaumarabhutya. Then you have to study the 2-star important point in the second revision time. Okay. Then you have at the last time you have to read the first, that is 1-star important points. So I will give a brief description from the beginning. So in Kaumarabhutya, the important thing you have to study the textbook of Kaumarabhutya. That is the Kashyapa Samhita, the author of the Kashyapa Samhita, and also Kumara Tantra, Bala Tantra, and these type of points you have studied in the Kaumarabhutya. Then the order of Kaumarabhutya, according to different acharyas, are important. Okay. And also an introductory part of Kashyapa Samhita, that is the Moolanama, who is the expounder or Ubadeshta or the redactor and Rakshakarta of the Kaumarabhutya is very, very important. Okay, it is 3-star important. And coming to the Ayurveda, you have to study the classifications of age given by Charaka, Susruta, and Kashyapa, Ashtanga Hridaya, and Ashtanga Sangraha. So at that time, I have mentioned for Charagacharya, the Balya is up to 30 years. It's very, very important. Okay. And also you have to study the Jirna Avastha according to Charagacharya, Shrudacharya, and Ashtanga Hridaya, etc. Okay. These are very important. Then the second time, when you revise the Kaumarabhutya on second time, you can study the Vayobheda according to Harida, Parashara, and Dharma Sindhusara, etc. Okay. So first you have to study the these classifications. Okay. Then coming to the Aushadha Matra, it's very, very important. 3-star important. You have to study the opinion of Sharangadhara, Sushrudacharya, Kashyapa, and Vishwamitra. Okay. It's very, very important. You have to study the all points in that part. And coming to the Jada Karma, mainly you have to study the first Jada Karma explained by each Acharyas. It's always asking. And then study about the Lehana Prasha. In the quantity of Harenu Matra is important. And coming to the Nabi Nali Chedana, the Angula of Nabi Nali Chedana according to Charaga, Susruda, Vakbada is very important. And the Sajana of Pushta Taila is very, very important. Okay. Then Garbamba Vamana can be done with Saindava and Sarpi. So you have to study these things. Okay. It is very important. And also at the time of Snehapana, you know that it takes 3 to 4 days for the production of Stanya. So at that time, we can replace the first day Ananda can be given, and the second and third day Lakshmana can be given, and fourth day onwards Navanida. So these points are 3-star important. Okay. And in Stanya Bhava, the cow's milk or either goat's milk can be given. It's also 2-star important. Okay. Then another important point is Stanya Pravartana, that is formation of breast milk, and that part Navakshira or colostrum is mainly divided into 3 types or 3 names: Morada, Ganakshira, Piyush. So study the name and the acharyas who mentioned that name. Okay, that is important. Then you have to study the Stanya Guna, that CVS, that is 658. I think you remember that code. The number of the Stanya Guna is important. Then the reason for Stanya Nasha, just read that and you have to understand what are the reasons. Mainly the emotional things, that is Shoga, Krodha, Avalsalyam, Bhayam, and according to Kashyapa, Shodhana Adipravarti is also important for reason for Stanya Nasha. Then you have to study what are the things to avoid during Stanya Nasha Chigilsa, that is Sidhu is Varjya, its main point. And the Stanya Pravarti Karanas that we have discussed now with the reflex, that is less down reflex we have studied. It's important one. And you have to study the Stanya Vardhana Ubhayam, that is also 3-star important. And the Sthana Sambat, the 6 type qualities of Sthana has mentioned by Charaga, that is important. Who mentioned the Sthana Sambat? Charaga Jaya, 6 in number. And the Yukta Pipalago is also important in that point. Okay. Then another important point you have to study is Shira Dosha. I have given a code C8H5 SU4V4. I think you remember that. And you have to study the 8 Shira Doshas mentioned in Charagacharya. Okay, and study the 5 names of Shira Dosha mentioned in Harida Samhita. And another important thing is coming to the Samskara. Each month Samskara is 3-star important. You have to study that. Okay. Then in case of Danda, Dandolpati, the source of formation, and Danda Sambat Lakshana. The number of Danda Sambat is important. That is 10 in number. And the quality of the teeth erupted in different months is also important. And the number of Dandolpati Beda is 4. It is very important. Okay. And also you have to study the Sagrada and Dvija Danda number. And also the number of Danda Dosha is important. And Dandol Bedajanya Roga. What are the Dandol Bedajanya Roga with its number according to Acharya? This is also 3-star important. Then in Vedanadhyaya, I think I have mentioned what are the things you have to study. in that part. Dvada is important, Anaha is important, and also Shiroruja is important. Prameha Lakshana is important. Hikka is important. These are the main points, and also you have to study the other Lakshanas in the second time revision. Okay. And also 3-star important is Vedana Adhyaya Samana Bindu. That is also important. And in case of Lehana, the indications and contraindication of Lehana is important. 3-star important. And also the context of Samvardhana Gridam and its ingredient is 2-star important. And in case of Vyadis, Ubhashirshaga is important. And Nabi Rogas, 3-star important. And Bala Shosha is important. And Nabi Tunda, Nabi Kundaliga, and Mridbhakshana Janya Vyadis of 1-star important. Okay. Then you have to study Parigarbhigam, Talu Kandagam, Kugunagam, and Ahipudana, Shiralasaga, and Sanniruddhagudam, and Ulbagam. It's a prime important. Okay. Pakkaroga is also 3-star important. Then coming to the formulation, you have to study Bala Chadurbhadriga, that is mentioned in Vaishudhi Raknavali, and also Lakshadi Tailam, Lajanyadi Churnam, Samangadi Gridam, Saraswada, and Brahmi Gridam. These are important. Okay. Important means you have to study the indications mainly. And in case of Balagraha also, the number of and type of Balagraha according to each Acharya is 3-star important. It's always asking. And also according to Linga Beda, according to the Sushruta and Vakvada, the classification of Graha according to Linga Beda is important. And then you have to study the specific Gandha indicated in each Graha. And also I have mentioned some important point at the time of studying is Graha Bada. So in case of Skanda Basmara, Ega Netra Sravi, Sheddaja Gandham is also important. In case of Abasmara, the Nisapnyo Punarbhavadi and Fena Vamanam, these type of symptoms are important. Okay. So you have to study the Lakshana and the specific Gandha in each Graha. And you don't have to study the each and every treatment mentioned under each Graha. At the time of second or third revision of the Kaumara Buddha, you can study these. Okay. Then Devadi Graha is very important. Coming to Pudana, the synonyms of Pudana Graha is important. And Mugamandiga, Shida Pudana, Naigamesha is of 3-star important. Okay, give 3-star important to Naigamesha Graha. Then the Sadhya Graha Chigilsa. I have mentioned it, Abhyanga and different type of dubas like Pudi Dashanga Duba, Tarshaba Nimbadi Duba, and the indication for Pudi Karanjadi Toyam. And these are the important points of the topics you have to cover in the first revision time. Then in the second and third time, you can cover all other points. Okay. This is the method of studying in entrance examination. So while studying, you have to keep in mind that the portion you have to cover in each day should be clear. And you have to understand and you can recollect that point at any time. At that, then only you can continue or you can start with the next revision. Okay. So let's start the class with the Purva Karma of the Panchakarma. Mainly, yesterday we have discussed what are the procedures including under the term the Panchakarma. Okay, so the Panchakarma is mainly divided into three procedures, that is Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, and Paschat Karma. So in Purva Karma, the two procedures that are Snehapana and Swedana. So let's start with the Snehapana. Okay. So the term Sneha means Sneho Anilam Handi. So the Snehapana, which help in mitigating the Vada, and it causes the cleansing the body parts. That is Vinihandi Malasangam. It is the function of Snehapana procedure. Okay. Then it makes the body snigdha and madhu. According to Charaka Samhita, he mentions 10 drugs for Snehapana, that is Snehobhaga Gana. It is very, very important. Okay. Charaka Samhita mentions a Snehobhaga Gana, which contains 10 drugs. You should study that 10 drugs by heart. Okay. Please refer the Charaka Samhita. Okay. Then moving to the classification of Sneha. So the Snehas are classified according to Yoni Beda, Karma Beda, Vigalpa Beda, Upyoga Beda, Sapnya Beda. Okay. So let's study what is the classification coming according to the Yoni Bedana. Yoni Bedana, that means according to the origin of the Sneha. It is divided into two, that is Tavara and Jangama. That is plant origin and animal origin. Then according to Karma Bedana, it is divided into three, that is Shodhana, Shamana and Brahmana. Okay. It is the opinion of Vakbada and Charaga. So Karma Bedana, it is divided into three according to Vakbadacharya and Charagacharya. Whereas according to Susruta Samhita, it is divided into five. That is Shodhana, Shamana, Brahmana. And he also adds Snehana and Deepana. So Karma Bedana, five Snehas are there. Okay. And next is Vigalpa Bedana. It is 4 in number. That is mainly Sarpis, Majja, Pasa, Taila. Or you can classify it as Ega, Yamaga, Trivrit, Mahan. Okay. So Ega means the only one Sneha is present, and the Yamaga means the combination of 2 Sneha, and Trivrit means combination of 3 Snehas, and Mahan means the combination of 4 Sneha. Okay. Then Upayoga Bedana, the Sneha can be divided into 2, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. So we use the Sneha externally as an Abhyanga. Different type of oils are used. So Upayoga Bedana, it is divided into 2, Bahya and Abhyantara. For the Abhyantara purpose, for internal purpose, we use it as Achapana and Vijarana. Okay. And Sapnya Bedana, it is divided as Achapana, sadyasneha and Panchaprasridagi. Okay. Coming to the Samyoga Bedana, the classification is divided as in 3, that is Yamaga, Trivrit and Mahan. According to Chakrapani, Ega is added. So we have discussed this classification in Vigalpa Bedana also. Okay, the Samyoga Bedana also, Ega, Yamaga, Trivrit and Mahan. Because the combination of these Snehas, 1, 2, 3 and 4 Snehas are respectively named as Ega, Yamaga, Trivrit and Mahan. Then the last classification, that is according to Matra Bedana. Mainly it is divided into 3, that is Uttama Matra, Madhyama Matra and Avara Matra. This is a classification given by the Charagacharya and Sharangadhara Samhita. Whereas it is 4 according to Vakbadacharya, because he added the Hrasyasi Matra with the Uttama, Madhyama and Avara. Whereas it is 5 according to Sushruta Samhita. He also added the Uttama, Madhyama, Avara, and Hraswa and Hrasiyasi Matra. The Hrasiyasi Matra is a test dose. Okay, test dosage. So you can write down the code as for Yoni Bedena. You can write the code as Doni. Okay, Doni. You are familiar with that name. And here Do means two, and Ni, Yoni, that is Doni. Okay, you can remember like this. And the Karma Bedena, mainly it is 3 type, but according to Sushrudacharya, it is 5 in number. That is Shodhana, Shamana, Brahmana, and Snehana and Dibana. Okay, so you can write the code as Diba and Sneha were friends, and they were joined in BSS because of their karma. BSS. Diba and Sneha were friends. They were joined in BSS. Here BSS means Brahmana, Shodhana, and Shamana. And Diba, Dibana, and Sneha means Snehana. Because of their karma. Karma means karma bedena. Okay. So you can, you will get the 5 type of karma beda classification. Okay. Next is Vigalpa Bedena, that is 4 in number. You can write down the code as STVM, can be termed as Tavam, STVM. Okay, you can imagine a type of food which can be named as Tavam. Okay, according to Kalpana. There is different type of food are there. So you can name it a new type of Kalpana, Stava. Okay. Then the classification, Vigalpa Beda classification, and Yoni Beda classification, and also the Karma Beda classification is very important. Okay. Then coming to the number of snehas, which is explained in different samhidas. Okay. According to Charaka Samhita, the Stavara snehas are 18 in number, whereas the Jangama are 6 in number. And Vakbadacharya mentions 2 type of Stavara snehas and 4 type of Jangama sneha. And coming to the Sharangadara, there are 4 type of Stavara and 4 type of Jangama snehas are explained. Okay. So you can write the code like Hriday mein 2 बार चोर आया. हृदय में 2 बार चोर आया. इस सुनकर शारंगधर ने चोर चोर बोलकर आया. Okay. So हृदय में means वाक्बड़ा or अष्टांग हृदय. हृदय में 2 बार, that is in 2. Stavara is mentioned in Vakbadacharya is 2 in number. So 2 bar means 2 Stavara snehas, and chor you can take here as char. Okay. चोर आया. इस सुनकर कौन आया? शारंगधर ने क्या बोलकर आया? चोर चोर. So 4 Stavara and 4 Jangama snehas are explained in Sharangadhar. Okay. I hope you got the points. Then we are moving to the next point, that is Chadusneha. Mainly the Vigalpa Vedena, it is divided into 4 types. That is known as Chadusneha. They are Sarpis, Taila, Vasa, Majja. So the order is Chavam, STVM. Because you can study the code as in the order of most Guru type of Sneha. It is always asking which is the most Guru snehas among the Chadusneha. So, which is the most Guru? Majja. This is the opinion of Charagacharya. So, STVM. So, Sarpis, Taila, Vasa, Majja is in the respective order of Guru. So, the most Guru sneha is Majja. And according to the Dosha Shamana, nature of the snehas. It is divided into, or it is writing as sarpir, majja, vasa, tailam. So the sarpir is good in pittahara. It is mainly pittahara in nature. You know that because in pitta diseases, we are mainly using sarpir as main drug. Okay. And in case of Thaila, it mainly pacifies Vata, and also some amount of Kapha is also get mitigated by using the Thaila. So the Thaila is good in Kapha, Vata Kapha diseases. Okay. Then coming to the opinion of Sushrudacharya, he used the term Chadushkalpa for Chadusneha. Chadusnehas are four, that is Sarpas, Taila, Vasamaja, and Sushrudacharya use the term Chadushkalpa for Chadusneha. Okay. Then another important point, that is which is the Shreshta Taila. Tila Taila is known as the Shreshta Taila among all Tailas, and which is known as Shreshta Virejana Taila. That is Eranda Taila. Eranda Taila is Shreshta in Virejana Karma. Okay. Mark as 3 star. The Shreshta Taila is Tila Taila, whereas the Shreshta Virejana is Eranda Taila. Okay. Listeners, communities. Eranda. Okay. Then coming to the administration of Sneha. Up to what is the duration of the usage of the Sneha? The maximum days up to which we can use the Snehapana is 7 days. So maximum 7 days can be taken for the administration of Sneha. But we can take the Sneha according to the koshta of the patient. So we have to examine the koshta, whether he is Krura koshta or Mrudu koshta. Okay, then only we can fix the dosage of the Sneha. So the Charagacharya, Vakbhadacharya, and in Kashyapa Samhita, the Mrudu koshta should be given the 3 days of Snehapana, and for Madhyama, you can give the 5 days of Snehapana, and for Krura koshta, 7 days of Snehapana can be administered. Okay, so maximum 7 days is the duration of Snehapana. Okay, so Mrudu koshta, it is 3. So they don't need to this type of Sneha for more days because they are Mrudu in nature. The koshta is Mrudu in nature. And the 5 days is for Madhyama and 7 days for Krura koshta. Okay. Whereas Sushrudacharya mentioned this administration of Sneha as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Okay. And according to Sharangadhara Samhita, the Sarpis, Taila, Vasa, and Majja should be taken in the order of 3, 4, 5, 6 days respectively. That is, Sarpis can be taken in maximum 3 days, whereas Taila can be taken 4 days, and Vasa 5 days, and Majja for 6 days. Okay, this is the opinion of Sharangadhara Samhita. So this point is very important. Mark this as 3-star point, administration of Sneha. So once again, I repeat, the maximum is 7 days. According to Koshta, for Mrudu Koshta, it is 3 days, and Madhyama Koshta, 5 days, and for Krura Koshta, 7 days. And according to Charangadhara Samhita, the Stavam, you can write the code as STVM divided by 3, 4, 5, 6. So respectively, the days are mentioned. Okay. Then you can write the code as स्नेहा के साथ कवच को टाइम स्पेंड करना है. स्नेहा के साथ कवच को टाइम स्पेंड करना है. कितने डेज? 3, 5 और 7 डेज. सो कवच स्नेह की फ्रेंड है, सो वो दोनों एक साथ टाइम स्पेंड करना चाहती है. कितने डेज? अगर 3 और 5 और 7 डेज. So sneha means the administration of sneha, maximum 7 days. Sat here means 7, and kavaja means kashyapa, vakbada, and cha for charaga. And 3, 5, 7 for mridu koshta, madhyama koshta, and krura koshta respectively. Okay. Then the Panakala, or the time of administration of Sneha. It's also very important that in Sharat Ritu, the Sarpi should be given. Mainly, the Sarpi administration is done in Sharat Ritu, and whereas the Taila should be administered in Varsha or Pravut Ritu, and the Vasa Majja should be in Vasanda or Madhava Ritu. Okay. And you can write the code as Sarasa, S-A-R-A-S-A. So here, S-A for Sharat Ritu and another S-A for Sarpi, Sarasa. Okay, Sharat Ritu means Sarpi Pana. And in Varsha and Pravut Ritu, okay, Taila is administered. So in Varsha Ritu, you can write the code as Vada, V for Varsha and T for Taila. Okay, Vada. And in Vasa and Majja, that means Vama Bhagume Vasandahe. Vama Bhagume, Vama means Vasa and Majja in Vasandaridu. So Vama Bhagume Vasandahe. Okay. Then in case of Vada Pitta Pragoba and in Ushna Kala, you can take the Snehapana in night. Whereas in Vada Kaba Pragoba and in Shida Kala, the Sneha should be taken in daytime. That's also very important. So in Ushna Kala, Sneha should be taken in night time, whereas in Shida Kala, it should be taken in daytime. Okay. This portion, that is a Snehapana, is very important point in Panchakarma section. Many questions have been asking. Okay. So maybe some confusion may be arising while you're studying these portions about the opinion of different acharyas. So first you have to study with these codes. Okay. Then only you can study the 2-star and 1-star points. Okay. Every point that mentioned in this note is very, very important. So in order to avoid the confusion, you have to study first the important points only. Then in the next session, the other points, that is 2-star or 1-star points. Okay. And coming to the Anupana of each Sneha. So we have discussed the Chadusneha, and then what are the Anupana mentioned in classical textbook for each one. The first one, that is Grida. In Grida, we can use Ushnodaga, or hot water can be taken as Anupana. Okay, so in order to digest the ghee, the hot water is very useful. That's why for Grida, Ushnodaga is taken as Anupana. 2-star, mark it as a 2-star important. And for Taila, Yusha can be taken. And in Vasa and Majja, Mandam can be taken. Okay, Mandam can be taken. So write down the code as Grish. You are very familiar with the movie Krish, isn't it? So here is another movie name, that is Grish. Grish means Gri for Grida and Ush, Grish, Ushnodaga. Okay. And Taila, you can take the Taila with Anupana Yusha. Then write the code as Use Taila. Yush means Yusha and Yush Taila. Okay. Anupana for Taila is Yusha. Then write the another code for Mandam. Manda hyphen Masha. Masha is a cartoon character. You may be familiar with that cartoon, Masha. So here Masha means Majja and Vasa. So it is the Anupana is Manda. So Manda, Masha. And in case of Vada Pradhana Rogas, the Levana and Grida mixture is taken. So the Grida mixed with Levana should be taken in Vada Pradhana Roga. Okay. In case of Balladaga and Tuvaraga, don't use Ushna Jala because the Balladaga and Tuvaraga itself in hot potency. So while using the Ushna Jala, it will increase the burning sensation. So don't use Ushna Jala as Anupana. Only the cold water is used. Okay. And in case of Grida, it is used in Pitta Pradhana disease. And in case of Kapha Pradhana disease, we can use Shara and Trigadu. Okay. Then moving to the another classification, that is Upayoga Bedena, the Sneha can be divided into two, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. Okay, the Bahya means external application of oil like Abhyanga, and internally we can use as Achapana and Vijarana. So Achapana, here the Kevala Sneha is given. So it is known as Shreshta among the Abhyantara Sneha. Achapana is Shreshta. So the indications for intake of Achapana is mainly those persons who are accustomed with this Sneha, that is Sneha Satmya, and Klesha Saha na Atyushna Shidale. It can be used in not used in too heat and cold seasons. Okay. So you can write the code as वो लोग जिस बहुत स्नेह साथ में और क्लेश सहे and they are not cool or hot. So we call them as the person is very nice or acha hai, isn't it? So again I will tell this quote. वो लोग जिस बहुत स्नेह साथ में और क्लेश सहे and they are not very cool or very angry. So we call them as good or acha. वो अच्छा है. So this is an indication of usage of Acha Snehapana. So Acha Snehapana is the Shreshta among the Kevala Sneha. Okay. Whereas the Vijarana Snehapana means the Sneha is added with other kalpas or rasas. So it is indicated for those peoples who don't like this Sneha and who take Sneha Nitya or Klesha Asaha, and those who take the Madhya daily. So this is the indication of Vijarana Sneha. Okay. And according to Kashyapacharya, 20 type of Vijarana Snehas are mentioned. So how many type? 20 type. Okay. So write down the code as beef के बारे में एक विचार हो गया किसको काश्यप को beef के बारे में एक विचार beef means bees विचार means विचारण स्नेहा according to काश्यप okay beef के बारे में एक विचार हुआ किसको काश्यप को so the number of Vijarana Sneha according to Kashyapacharya is important and mark as 2 star. Next is there are 24 type of Snehasya Kalpa. When this Sneha is mixed with other Kalpa, so totally 24 Kalpas are there. Mark this number as 2 star. Okay, Sneha Kalpa is 24 in number. Whereas the Sneha mixed with the other Rasas, it is 64 type. That is 63 Rasa Beda plus 1 Kevala Upayoga. So totally 64. So these numbers are very important. So Sneha Kalpa, when it is mixed with the Kalpas, 24 number. And when the Sneha is mixed with the other Rasas, it is 64 in number. Got the point? These numbers are very important. Then we have seen that according to the sneha matra, the sneha can be classified uttama, madhyama, and avara. So there is a purpose of giving the sneha in each matra. So let's see what are the purpose and the time needed to digest this sneha and the indications. Okay, mark this as 3-star important. It is very, very important. Okay, in the uttama matra snehapana, the purpose of giving the sneha in maximum amount, that is uttama matra, is for shodhana purpose. Mainly in clinically we are giving the uttama matra snehapana for the purpose of shodhana. So this is the opinion of Vagbhada and Sushruta. So differently, the Charagacharya mentions the shamana. It is used for the purpose of shamana. Okay. So you have to note that who mentions, according to Charagacharya, the Uttama Matra is for shamana, whereas mainly it is the purpose of shodhana. Okay. And the time need to digest the Uttama Snehapana Matra is 8 yama. That is 24 hours. 8 yama. So 1 yama is 3 hours. Okay, so totally 24 hours. 1 day is needed to digest the sneha. Okay, then it is mainly indicated in gulma, udavarta, visarpa, sarpadamsha, mutrakritra, unmada, abasmara, krurakoshtam. So the diseases you have to remember in uttama matra is sarpadamsha. In case of snake biting, we are giving the uttama matra of sneha, and also in type some unmada abasmara type of diseases where the shodhana of the dosha is needed, and in case of visarpa also the dosha should be eliminated. And in krurakoshta, it is always understand that they need uttama matra of sneha, then only they will get a shodhana. Okay, so you have to remember the sarpadamsha and visarpa, unmada, abasmara, and mutrakritra. We give the uttama matra snehapana. Okay, so the time needed to digest is 8 yama. So you can write the code here as U8. U8 means in uttama matra 8 yama is needed. Then in case of madhyama matra, the purpose of doing the madhyama snehapana matra is shamana, mainly shamana. So we are always applying this opinion of Sushruta and Vagbhadacharya in our clinically. So the madhyama snehapana is for shamana purpose, whereas the Charaga mentioned is for shodhana. Okay. Then the time need to digest the madhyama snehapana matra is 4 yama. That means 12 hours is needed. Whereas in uttama sneha, it needed 24 hours or 8 yama. And in madhyama sneha, the 4 yama or 12 hours is needed. And it is indicated in prameha. Very important. Madhyama snehapana matra is important. Indicated prameha, mandakni, and those are bala, vriddha, jara, kasa, adisara, rikta koshta, and kushta, prameha pidaga, vada shonida, arumshiga. So mark the prameha and kushta, and also the bala, vriddha also indicated the madhyama snehapana because they have a middle range of capacity to digest this sneha. Okay. So in case of Jora and Kasa Adisara, there also the Agni is very low. So in that case also we give the Madhyama Snehapana. Okay. Then write the code as M4. M4 means 4 yama is needed for digesting the Madhyama Sneha. Okay. So here the Kushta, for Kushta, we give Madhyama Snehapana, not the Uttama Snehapana Matra. Okay. But okay. Then, in case of Avara Snehavana, it is doing in the purpose of Brahmana. In order to give a Brahmana therapy, we advise Avara Matra Snehapana. So it needed only 2 yama to digest the Sneha. That means 6 hours. 2 yama or 6 hours. So mainly indicated in Durbala persons, those with the Bala, Vruddha, and Abatya, Rikta Koshta, and Jwara, Disara, Kasa, and Sugumara. Okay. And Hrasyasi Matra, that is a test dosage, need 1 yama to digest. That is mainly used for Dibana purpose. According to Sruddha, it is mainly used for Dibana purpose. Okay. Then the Snehapana Matra according to Sushrudacharya. That is Karma Bedana, we have discussed. It is 5 according to Sushrudacharya. So let's see what are the indications for Snehana Matra. First one, that is Dibana. Dibana Matra. The time needed to digest is 1 yama or 3 hours. So it mainly indicated in Alpadosha, especially in Agni Dibana and Alpadosha. Mainly indicated to increase the digestive fire and those with Alpadosha. That is Dibana. Whereas in case of Madhyama Dosha, the Brahmana Sneha is given. The time needed to digest is 2 yama, and it is indicated in Shukla Vriddhigaram, Madhya Dosham, and Brahmana. Okay. Whereas in 3 yama, it can be used in Bahudosha persons. The term is Snehanapana Matram, and it mainly indicated snigdha and Bahudosha. Okay. And the 4 yama, that is the Shamana Matra, which is known as Pujita Matra also. Okay. It's very important. The Pujita Matra, according to Sushrudacharya, is used for Shamana purpose. Okay. The time needed is 4 yama. Mainly it is used in Murcha, Mada, Glani, etc. Then the Shreshta Matra is used for Shodhana. So it is mainly indicated in Kushta and Visha, Unmada, Graha, Abhasmara. So totally the psychic disorders, the Unmada, Graha, and Abhasmara type, the Shodhana Matra Sneha is indicated. And controversially, the Shrudacharya mentioned this Shodhana Snehapana in Kushta, whereas the Charagacharya and Vagbhadacharya mentioned this Kushta in Madhyama Snehamatra. Okay, that is very important. Okay. Then Pradhana Matra Sneha is Kushta. In order in the disease Kushta, the Sushrudacharya and Charangadhara Samhita mentions the Pradhana Matra Sneha. That means Uttama Matra Sneha should be given in Kushta. Whereas Madhyama Snehapana Matra is indicated in Kushta according to Ashtanga Sangraha and Charaga Samhita. Okay. And Hraswa Matra is advised by Ashtanga Hridaya for Mrudukoshta. So it's also the small amount of sneha required to digest easily. That is known as Hraswa Matra, which is mainly indicated for Mrudukoshta. Okay. So next is Shodhana Sneha. The Shodhana Sneha, the purpose of Shodhana, we give the Sneha when Anne Jirneva, after the digestion. Anne Jirneva, we give the Achapana. So there is no need to hunger the patient. So Shodhana Sneha is given at the time Anne Jirneva. The digestion of the previously eaten meal is the indication for giving the shodhana sneha, where the shamana should be given shuddvado ananno. So when hunger starts, we can give the shamana sneha. Okay. Mark as 1-star important. The Anne Jirneva is indicated for Shodhana Sneha and Shuddvada Ananna is indicated for Shamana Sneha. Then moving to the Patya Kala. So after this Snehapana, 3, 5 or 7 days, the Patya Kala indicated are, according to Vakbadacharya, it is equal to the Snehana days. So how many days are the Snehana has done? So equal days are given for Patya Kala. This is the opinion of Vakbadacharya. So if we are giving the 7 days of Snehapana, then the patient is given the Patya for 7 days. Whereas according to Charagacharya, 2 times the Snehana days is required for Patya Kala. So in case if the Snehapana is given for 7 days, according to Charagacharya, the Patya Kala is 14 days. Okay. So usually we give the equal days of Snehapana as the Patya Kala. If we give the 7 days of Snehapana, the patient is advised to receive the Patya Kala as 7 days. Okay. So what are the Patyas mentioned during the Snehapana? Ushnodagobhacharam and Brahmachari, Shabashaya means no day sleep, Vyayama, Vegarodhanam, Shoga, Varsha Himadaba, Atyashanam, Nija Atyucha Ubadana, Duma Rajas. So these are the things mentioned as Pathya. So first Dukshana, then Snehana are indicated in persons who are Mamsala, Medura, Bhurishleshmana, Vishamatmi. Very, very important. Mark this as 3-star. So, in case of Mamsala, Medura, and Bhurishleshmana and Vishamatmi, so in these persons they have enormous amount of Kaba. Kaba is mainly vitiated in these persons. Medas and Medura, the Medas is vitiated, and Mamsala also. Bhurishleshmana, the increased vitiation of Shleshma, and in Vishamatmi, the digestive fire is not working properly. Then in that case, we should not given Snehana as such. So first, in that case, we should administer Rukshana. In that person, the first Rukshana should be done. Then only the Snehana can be administered. What happens if the Snehana is done primarily in this case? This will cause some complications. Okay, increased Shleshma will be there. Then it will increase the further disease. Because the Kaba Ulklesha is increasing. So then that is why we are advising Rukshana. So after doing Rukshana, the Kaba will be decreased and then Snehana can be done. Okay. And in case of Shamana Sneha, the Patya is equal to the Virejana. So after Shamana Snehapana, we are advised to take the Patya as same as that of Virejana. So what are the Patyas of Virejana that we will study in the next class. Okay. So just remember, in Mamsala, Medura and Bhurishleshmana, Vishamatni, we should given first Rukshana, then Snehana is indicated. Okay. That is very important. For example, in case of patient with the Prameha, we give the Rukshana first. Then only we are indicating the Snehapana in case of Prameha patient with the other diseases, like if they are combination of Prameha and Kushta. If the patient have Prameha and also some Kushta, some skin disease is there, then in that case, we advise Rukshana in that case first. Then we should administer Snehapana. Okay. So the Rukshana is done to decrease the vitiation of Kaba. Then for Kushta, we are giving the Snehapana in Uttama Matra. Okay, for Shodhana of doshas. That is the scientific knowledge behind this. First Rukshana, then Snehana. Okay. Then the samyak snigdha lakshana, it's also very important. The Vadanulomanam is happens and increased digestive fire. That is Deeptakni, Asamhadam, Snehodvegam, and Vimala Indriyada. And according to Sushrutacharya, he denotes the Sneha Darshana Adastad. And during the defecation, there may be Sneha Darshana. There may be passage of Sneha. This is a Samyak Snigdha Lakshana. Okay. So just read and remember these points. Okay. The next is Adisnigdha Lakshana. What are the Lakshanas due to the Adisnigdha? Increased amount of Sneha is taken. Then the patient will have Panduda, Gauravam, and all Sneha may be expelled through Grana, Vaktra, and Guda. And maybe Guda Daha is present. Also present with some symptoms like Pravahiga and Shuktodgara and Purishasya Apakvada. Due to the increased amount of Sneha, the Purisha is Apakva. And also the patient may have Sneha through the Grana, Vaktra, Guda. Okay. And Shuktodgara. So, please mark the point Shuktodgara and Purishasya Apakvada and Grana, Vaktra, Guda, Srava. This is happening in Adisnigdha Lakshana. Okay. So the treatment we are adopting in Adisnigdha person is Rukshana Karma. Then we are moving to the indication of Chadusneha. So mark this as 2-star important. So we know that the Chadusnehas are Sarpus, Taila, Vasa, Majja. So according to Charagacharya, Sushruta, and Ashtanga Hridaya, they mention the indications of each Chadusneha. So let's see what are they. In case of Sarpi, according to Charagacharya, the Sarpi should be taken Vada Pittahara for Pitta Vadahara diseases. Okay, and it will increase the Swara Varna Prasadanam and Mridu Karanam, Ojasam Hidam, and Nirvapanam. And according to Sushruta, Shada Vishartham, Sheena Meda Smriti. In case of Ashtanga Hridaya, Di Smriti Meda Agni Kamshi. So these are the indication of Sarpi. Mainly, the Sarpi is indicated in Pitta Vadahara diseases, and it increases the Medas and Smriti. It increases our intellect, okay, and memory power. That is the main function of Sarpi. So it will increase the Ojas and also Swara and Varna. You can relate it like this. Okay. And next is Taila. So Taila is mainly Vada Kabharam. Okay. Additionally, according to Charagacharya mentions the one thing that is, it is used as Yoni Vishodhana. So there was a code that is use Taila. So while describing the Anubana of Taila, we have mentioned a code that use Taila, that is Yusha can be used as Anubana for Taila. So that code also you can use here, that is in Taila is indicated for Yoni Vishodhana. So use Taila, either it has two meanings. Yoni Vishodhana के लिए तैला उपयोग करती है और Yusha can be used for Anupana as Yusha can be used as Anupana for Taila. Okay. Then it is also indicated in Krimi Koshta and Grindhi, Nadi, Shleshma Medo Maruda Roga. Okay. So just imagine a river or Nadi. इसमें if you drop some taila in a nadi or river, you can see a lot of creamy and ganda, bad smells are arriving from it. So just connect like this. Okay, you will get some points. So mainly you have to remember yoni vishodhana and grandhi, nadi, krimi. So these are the indications for taila. Okay. And next Chadusneha, that is Vasa. Vasa is mainly indicated in Bhagna, Vidya, Pada Brishtayoni, Karna Shiroruja, Paurushobhachayam, Vyayamam, and Vyayama Karshidam, Shushkaredo, Rekta, Maharuja, Mahaagni, and Sandhi Asti Marma Koshtaruja, Dagdahadam, Brishtayoni, Karna Shiroruja. So it is the indication of Vasa. You can write the code as, imagine a lady named Vasanta. Okay, so she's always act like a Purusha. Okay, she's always act like a Purush, and one day she is falling from a building. Then she have some type of vidya, some bhagna. From falling from the building, she have fractures, and she have the karna shiroruja, the pain in karna and shiras, and always maharuja all over the body, and happening the prolapse of yoni, that is drishta yoni. You can connect like this. Okay. And next is majja. It is mainly indicated in Vadavrada Padam. Okay, note that point. And in case of Vada Adaba Advabara, Stri Vyayama Shina Dadushu, Ruksha Klesha Kshama Atyagni Vadavrada Padeshu. So it is an indication mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya for both Vasa and Majja. And the Majja is mainly used in Krura Ashya and Bala, Shukla, Rasa Shleshma, Medo Majja Vivardhana. Okay. So mark the point, the Krurashaya and Vadavrada Pada. And also the Majja is mainly indicated in Sheena Dadushu. Those peoples who are Sheena having a walk in the sunlight, that is Vada Adaba, and Advabara, who are taking very vigorous exercises. Okay, so in that case, we are administered Majja. So these are the indications of Chadusneha. Mainly, you have to study the Sarpir and Taila and Vasa and Majja in case of Krurashya, and it is given for Bala and Vadavradapada. Okay. Then coming to the indication of Snehapana. So mainly the Snehapana is indicated in Swedya Samshodya Madhya Stri Vyayama Asakta Chindaga Vriddha Bala Abala Krisha Ruksha Redasa Vadartha Syenda Timira Daruna Pradibodhana. This is the indication. If you have studied this sloga, it may be useful. Otherwise, you can study the main points, main indications. Okay. So the Snehapana is mainly indicated for those who are indicated for Sweda indications. So we will study the indications for Sweda in the next part. So those people who are indicated for Sweda can also administer the Snehapana. And the persons who are with low immunity, that is in Vriddha, Bala, Abala, Krisha, they are also advised to take the Snehapana. And the Dusha Redasa. And in case of Timira, it is mainly indicated. The Snehapana is mainly indicated. So the Timira is very, very important here. and also Vriddha Bala Abala Krisha and Ruksha Redasa. Okay. These are the important indications according to Ashtanga Hridaya. And according to Sushruta, the Stavara Upayogi Sneha and Chadusneha indications are used here. So we have studied the indication for Chadusneha. So they are also indicated totally the Snehapana indications. And according to Charagacharya also, the Chadusneha indications are termed as Snehapana indication. Okay. Then coming to the contraindications of Snehapana, it is contraindicated in Agala Prasuda and Ajirna, Arojaga, Madapidida, Panaklama, Virega, Stula, Shanda, Ardida, Vanda, Tarunajara, Durdina, Murcha, Durbala. Okay. So mainly it is contraindicated in Agala Prasuda, preterm delivery, and Ajirnam, and also mark the Ardida. In Ardida, the Snehapana is contraindicated, and in Taruna Jwaram and Vanda. Vanda means Vamana. After Vamana, the Snehapana is also contraindicated according to Sushrutacharya. And according to Ashtanga Hridaya, the contraindications mainly you have to study is the Adi Mandatni and Adi Tishnatni. Both are contraindicated. And also Stula, Durbala is also contraindicated. In case of Abaprasuda, Nasyam, Vasti, Virechanam, Shardi. After these procedures, this Snehapana is contraindicated. Okay. And also Amadisara. So after Amadisara and in Uristamba, this Snehapana is contraindicated. So while studying the context of Uristamba, it is mainly Kabavyadi. So the administration of Snehapana will increase the intensity of the disease. Okay. So in Uristamba, all Panchakarmas are contraindicated. So we will study the reasons why these all Panchakarmas are contraindicated in Uristamba. Okay. So mark the Uristamba, Amadisara, and Nasya, Vasti, Virejana, Abaprasuda, and Shardi. Okay. If you are able to study these indications and contraindications with any movie songs, you can study like that. Okay. That will help you a lot. Okay. Try to read the lyrics with these names, contraindication and indication. If you are like to study like this, you can follow this. Okay. Otherwise, you have to study the important point that I have discussed now. Then coming to the Snehavyapath, the complications of Snehapana, mainly 19. The number is 19. Snehavyapath are mentioned. So they are Adimatra, Agala, Mityahara Vihara, and the disease caused are the Shopa, Arsha, Tandra, Nidra, Stamba, Visapnyada, Kandu, Jwara, Kushta, Utklesha, Shula, Anaha, Brahma, Staimitya, and Vagraha. These are the Snehavyapath indicated in our Samhidas, which is 19 in number. Very, very important. Mark this as 3 star. And coming to the prognosis of the Snehavyapath, it is Kritra or Asadhya. This is the opinion of Sushrutacharya. The Snehavyapath is Kritra or Asadhya. So please write down the quote as 19 साल में स्नेहा को एक व्यापत हुआ. 19 साल में स्नेहा को एक व्यापत हुआ. 19 the 19 type of स्नेहा व्यापत. स्नेहा व्यापत. Okay. स्नेहा को व्यापत हुआ. So the main thing you have to remember the Snehavyapath is Visapnyada, unconsciousness maybe happen, and due to the increased amount of sneha, some kandu or itching may be present, and pushta can be originated, the snehavyapath, and sthaimyam and vagraham. So these are very important snehavyapath. Okay. And the prognosis of snehavyapath is either asadhya or krichrasadhya. Then coming to the treatment of Snehapana Vyapat. What are the treatment we can give in the complications produced due to the Snehapana? Mainly the Vamana. Vamana is the main treatment option for Snehapana Vyapat. Ulleganam. Ulleganam means Vamanam. Okay. This is the opinion of Vagbhadacharya. According to Charagacharya, both Sramsana and Ullegana can be given. Both Vamana and Virejana can be given according to Charagacharya, whereas the Charagacharya mentions Virejana. Okay. So this is also very important. The Ullegana is the main treatment. According to Charagacharya, both Ullegana and Sramsana can be given. Okay. And also Kala Pradisha, that means Abhojana or Langana is also a line of treatment for Snehavyapat. And coming to the drugs, we are used in the Snehavyapat Chikitsa is Takrarishtam. It's very, very important. In order to promote the gut bacteria, the good gut bacteria, the Takrarishta should be given. And other drugs, that is Pippali, Tribala, Madhu, Patya, Gomutra, Gugulu. Pippali, Tribala, Madhu, Patya, Gomutra, Gugulu. These 6 drugs also very, very important. Okay. So what are the line of treatment advice? First is Ullegana or Sramsana can be given according to Charagacharya. Then the Kala Pradesha, that is Langana can be given, and also advised to take the Takrarishta. Gala Uddalaga Yava Shamyaga is also advised, and mainly you can use the Pippali or Tribala, Madhu, Patya, Gomutra or Gugulu. So these are very important. In some questions, it's always asking which are used in Snehavyapat Chikitsa. Okay, the Gugulu, Gomutra, Patya, Pippali, Tribala, and Madhu. Okay. Then coming to some conditions, if the person have Trishna due to the Atyagni, then we give drink cold water. But according to Sushrudacharya, he mentions in case of Trishna, we can give hot water. So hot water is used for drinking in Trishna in case of Atyagni. Whereas Charagacharya mentions the cold water can be taken for Trishna. Okay. In case of Pitta is increased, Ashtanga Hridaya mentions drink cold water. And in Vada Kabha and Samadosha, hot water is indicated. Okay. So mainly, in case of Pitta diseases, we are indicated intake of cold water. And in Vada Kabha and Samadosha, we are advised to take hot water. That is the opinion of Ashtanga Hridaya. And if the person have Ajirnam, then induce Chardi. That is a line of treatment advised by these acharyas. And the Virejana should be done on 4th day after Snehapana. So after Snehapana, on the 4th day, we can give the Virejana. Okay. Then Vamana should be done on the 2nd day according to Charaga and Sushruta. Whereas the Vagbhada mentions on 3rd day after Snehapana, Vamana can be given. This is also very important. So mark this 2R. 2-star important. The Virejana should be done on 4th day after Snehapana, whereas the Vamana should be done either the 3rd day according to Vakbada and Kashyapa, or 2nd day according to Charaga and Susrutacharya. Okay. 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 So coming to the next point, that is sadyasneha. So the sadyasneha is mainly indicated for those person who are sneha parihara asahishnushu. Sneha parihara asahishnushu. Okay. Mainly the bala vruddha who can follow the patya of sadhya, who can follow the patya of snehapana can be administered the sadyasneha. Okay. So mainly 7 yogas are mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya, whereas 10 are mentioned in Ashtanga Sangraha, 6 are in Sushruta, and 2 in Sharangada Samhita. So you have to remember 7 yogas are mentioned in Sadyasneha and 10 in Ashtanga Sangraha. Okay. The main type of Sadyasneha, it is known as Panja Prasridagi. Mark as 2-star important. Panja Prasridagi. That is Sadyasneha. It contains surface, thaila, vasa, majja, and rice, each in 2 pala, and it mixed with 6 times water. This is the Panja Prasridagi. Okay. And you can also use the sneha levana. The levana mixed with some amount of sneha is also sadyasneha karam. Okay. So it is marked as 2-star importance. Sneha levana is sadyasneha karam. Then in case of the persons with the kushta, shofa, and prameha diseases, we can give mamsarasa, guda, paya, tila, masha, sudadadi should not be used. So these are contraindicated in kushta, shofa, prameha. It's very important. Okay. So what are the things you should avoid during the treatment of kushta, shofa, prameha is mamsarasa, guda, paya, tila, masha, suda, dadi. This may increase the vitiation of kaba because the kushta, shobha, prameha, there is a utklesha of kaba is mainly present. Okay. That's why in that point, that is mamsara, medula, burish, leshmana, first rukshana should be given, then only snehapana is indicated. Okay. So in kushta, shobha, prameha also, the first rukshana should be done, then only snehapana is indicated. So in that case, mamsarasa, guda, paya, tila, masha, sura, dadi should not be used. Okay. Then the Samskrita sneha with the tribala, patya, pippali, gugulu should be given. So in case of sadhya sneha, the sneha can be mixed with either tribala, patya, or pippali and gugulu. Okay. This also 2-star important. Understand? Then coming to the benefits of snehana.
Ma'am, voice is breaking, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the benefits of snehana, mainly after snehapana, it is indicated that the person may have the shadayu, the 100 years of lifespan, mandajwaram, and dridendriyada, pratyagra dhatu, that is newly formed dhatus. Dhatus are newly formed after snehapana. That is pratyagra dhatu is very, very important. in the benefit of Snehapana, Pratyagradhadu marked as 3-star important. Okay. So now we have completed the one of the Purva Karma, that is Snehapana.
Ma'am, can you please give quick revision of this, ma'am? Snehapana.
Okay. So coming to Snehapana, it mainly cleanse the body part, that is Vinihandi Mallasangam. And you have to study the Snehobhagagana mentioned in Charaga Samhita, which is indicator for Snehapana, 2-star important. Coming to the classification of Snehapana, according to Yoni Bedena, it is 2 type, that is Tavara and Jangama. Okay. And according to Karma Bedena, it is 3 and 5. The 3 are mentioned by Vagbhadacharya and Charagacharya. They are Shodhana, Shamana, and Brahmana. Okay. Then additionally, the Sushrudacharya mentions Snehana and Dibana as including the Karma Bedena classification. Then coming to the Vigalpa Bedena, the Sneha can be classified into 4. That is Sarpur, Majja, Vasa, Taila, or Ega, Yamaga, Trivurt, and Mahan. Okay. And Ubayoga Bedena, it is divided into 2, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. Then Abhyantara is again divided into Achapana and Vicharana. Okay. And according to Sabnya Bedana, it is divided into 3, Achapana and sadyasneha Panchaprasruti. And Samyoga Bedana is also 3 in number, that is Yamaga, Trivurt, and Mahan. And Matra Bedana is also important, mainly Uttama, Madhyama, and Avara Snehapana Matra. But according to Vagbhadacharya, it is Uttama, Madhyama, Avara, and Rasiyasi Matra. Okay. Coming to the Chadusneha, that is Sarpur, Staila, Vasa, Majja are the Chadusneha. You can note it as Chavam, STVM. The most Guru Sneha is Majja. And the Sarpi is mainly indicator for Pittagna. And Taila is indicator for Vadakabhagna. Okay. And the Sushrudacharya mentions the term Chaduskalpa for Chadusneha, and which is Shreshta Virejana Eranda Thailam is known as the Shreshta Virejana, and the Shreshta Thaila is Tila Thaila. Okay. Then the administration of Sneha is maximum, it is 7 days, but according to Koshta, it can be 3 days for Mridu Koshta, and 5 days for Madhyama Koshta, and 7 days for Krura Koshta. And according to Sarangadharacharya, the Sarpur, Staila, Vasa, Majja can be given 3, 4, 5, 6 days respectively. Okay. Then coming to the time of administration, the Pana Kala of the Sneha, the Sarpi is indicated in Sharat Ridu. Sarasa, the code. That is Sharat Ridu Sarpi. And in Varsha Ridu, the Taila can be taken, that is Vada. And in Vasa Majja should be taken in Vasanta Ridu. Okay. And you should note that in Vada Pitta Pragoba conditions and in Ushna Kala, the Snehapana should be done in night, whereas in Vada Kabha Pragoba and in Shida Kala, the Snehapana should be done in daytime. Okay. Next, Anupana, it's very important. For Grida, the Ushnodaka can be taken as Anupana, whereas in Taila, the Yusham can be taken as Anupana, that is used Taila, that is the code. And for Vasa and Majja, Mandam is the Anupana. Okay. And in case of Vada Pradhana Roga, the Lavana and Grida mixture can be used. Then coming to the Ubyoga Bedana, the Sneha is divided into 2, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. Then Abhyantara is again divided into Acha and Vijarana Sneha. The indications for Acha Snehapana is Sneha Satmya, Klesha Saha, na atyushna shitala. So the Kevala Snehapana is known as Shreshta. Okay. Then the Vijarana Snehapana indications are Snehadveshi, Klesha Asaha, Madhya Nitya, and Sneha Nitya. Okay. And then 20 Vicharana Snehas are mentioned in Kashyapa Samhita. And also you have to study the number of Snehasya Kalpa, that is 24. And when mixed with Rasa, Rasasya Kalpa, 64 in number. Then the next important point, that is Snehapana Matra. The Uttama Matra is mainly indicated for Shodhana, but according to Charagacharya, he mentioned it for Shamana. And the time need to digest the Uttama Matra Snehapana is 8 yama or 24 hours. And indicated diseases are Sarpadamsham, Visarpa, and Unmada Abasmara, Krurakoshta. Okay. Then coming to the Madhyama Snehapana Matram, it is mainly indicated for Shamana, whereas Charaga is indicated for Shodhana. And the time needed is 4 yama, M4. And it is mainly indicated in Prameha Padaga, Kushta, and Vada Shonada Arumshika. Okay. And the Avara Snehavana is used for Brahmana. The time needed is 2 yama. Here also indications are Durbala, Bala, Vruddha, and Apatya, Jwara, Adisara, Kasa, Sugmara. Okay. Then coming to the Snehapana Matra, according to Shushruta, it is 5 in number. So you have to remember the name, that is Dibana. It is the time needed to digest the Dibana Snehapana Matra is 3 hours, whereas the Brahmana Snehapana Matra, the time needed is 2 yama, and 3 yama for Snehana Matra, and for Shamana Matra it is 4 yama is needed. The Pujita Matra, according to Sushrudacharya, is Shamana Snehapana Matra. Okay. And the Shreshta Matra is Shodhana Snehapana Matra, which needed 8 yama. And the Kushta, Vishya, Unmada, Graha, Basmara are the indications. So, in Sushrudacharya mentions the Uttama Snehapana is needed for Kushta, whereas Charaga and Ashtanga Hridaya mentions Madhyama Snehapana Matra for Kushta. Okay, note that point. Then coming to the indication, the Shodhana Sneha should be given in the time of Anne Jirneva, whereas the Shamana Sneha should be given in Shutvada and Ananna. Okay. And the Patyakala is mainly the time equal to the Snehapana days, whereas the Charaga mentions 2 times the Snehapana days are indicated for Patyakala. And then the next important point, that is first Rukshana, then Snehana are indicated in case of Mamsala, Medura, Burish Leshmana, and Vishamatni. Okay. And I think you have studied the samyak snigdha lakshana during your BAMS days, mainly Vadanulomanam and Snehodvegam, Vimalendriya, and Sneha Darshana Adastad. That is an important point. This is mentioned in Sushruta Samhita. Okay. And the Adisnigdha Lakshana, due to the Adisnehabana, there may be the symptoms like Grana Vaktra Gudasravam and also Shuktodgaram, Purishasya Apakvada. Whereas Sneha Darshana Adastad is seen in Samyak Snigdha Lakshana, whereas Purishasya Apakvada is mainly seen in Adisnigdha Lakshana. Okay. Then just understand what are the indications for Sarpas Taila Vasa Majja. And for Taila is used for Yoni Vishodhana, and in Grandhi, Nadi, and Krimi. Okay. Then you have to study the indication of Snehapana. Either you can study this with the song. the tune of songs either, or you can study the important points like the Snehapana is mainly indicated in Timida and Vriddha, Bala, Abala, Krisha, Ruksha, Redasa, and those who are indicated for Sweda Karma and Madhya and Sri Vyayama Asakta. Okay. Then the contraindications of Snehapana, mainly Agala Prasuda, Ajirna, and Virechana, Vamana, and Taruna Jara. And also Adimandakni, Aditishnaakni, Stula, Durbala, and Madhya Pidida, Nasya, Vasti, Virechana, Shardi, Uristamba, Adisara. Okay. Then mainly the total number of snehavyapath is 19 in number, very, very important. So Visapnyada, Kandu, Jwara, Kushta, Staimitya, and Vakya Graham. These are the main Vyapath. We have to remember this. And its prognosis is Krichra or Asadhya. Then the main treatment we are advised is Ullegana. So it is the opinion of Vakbadacharya. And according to Charagacharya, Ullegana and Sramsana can be given. And Charaknadaracharya mentions Virejana is the line of treatment of Snehavyapath. Okay. And next treatment option is Kala Pradesha, that is Abhojana or Lengana can be given. And also advised to give Takrarishta. And remember the drugs like Pipali, Tribala, Madhu, Patya, Gomutra, and Gugulu. Okay. Then the Virejana, after Snehapana, the Virejana should be done on the 4th day. And the Vamana should be done on 3rd day, according to Vakbadacharya. And it should be done on 2nd day, according to Charaga and Sushrutacharya. That's also 3-star important points. Coming to the sadyasneha, that means sadyasneha is mainly indicated for Bala, Vriddha, and those who cannot follow the Patya. The line, the code, that is Sneha Parihara Asahishnusu, is the mainly indication for sadyasneha. And 7 type of sadyasneha is mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya and 10 in Ashtanga Sangraha. And Panja Prasrudagi is a type of sadyasneha where surplus thaila, vasamajja, and rice are included in 2 pala and with mixed with 6 times of water. And which is Sadhya Snehagara. Sneha Levana is indicated as Sadhya Snehagara. Okay. And the another important point, that is in Kushta, Chofa, and Prameha, the Mamsadasa, Guda, Paya, Tila, Masha, Suradadi should not be used. Okay. And we are given the Sneha should be mixed either with the Tribala or Patya, Pipali, Gugulu are advised to given. Okay. So these are the points you have to remember while studying the Snehapana. Okay. Then let's start with the next Purva Karma, that is Svedana. So let's start the Svedana.
Can you please tell why Panchakarma is not indicated in contraindicated in Urustamba, ma'am? Reason?
Because the Ujistamba is the disease mainly the vitiation of Kaba is taken place. Kaba and Medas. So if you are giving the Snehapana, it will further increases the Kaba. And also the Videchana and Vamana is also not indicated here because these things are always increasing the Kaba. That's why in Panchakarma is not advised in Urustamba. Okay, in Urustamba we are giving the Karshana treatment in order to decrease the amount of Kaba or vitiation of Kaba. Karshana or Rukshana karmas are mainly indicated, and we are advised to swim the patient, because by doing these type of exercises, the Kaba, which is situated deep inside the thigh, will get what we say, it get reduced by doing these kind of exercises. Otherwise, in order to decrease the vitiation of this Kaba, the Panchakarma are not enough to get rid of this Kaba. Okay.
But normally, in case of Vamana, in case of Kapha cases, we will give Vamana, no, madam. So, why can't it be applied here, ma'am?
Actually, the Acharyas mentions that these Kabas are deep inside this thigh. So, in order to produce some type of shaya of this Kaba, this Vamana is not enough. And Vamana is mainly indicated for Amashya Gada Rogas, mainly indicated. Okay. Whereas in Uristamba, the Sambrapti is mainly happened in thighs. That's why, I think that's why these all are contraindicated. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, any other doubt? Or we can move into the next part, that is Svedana. So now we can start this point. Okay. So the next Purva Karma, that is Svedana. So Snehana, after Snehana, the body is without any purification. That is, the impurity get Utklesha is happened after Snehana. So in order to bring these doshas into Koshta, the Svedana is mainly indicated. Then when these doshas are coming into the Koshtas, then only we can give the Pradhana Karma, that is elimination therapy. Okay. So the Svedana is one of the Purva Karma which expels the sweat from the body. So the main functions indicated for the Svedana are Stamba, Gaurava and Shidakna. Okay. Stamba, Gaurava, Shidakna, Swedanam, Swedakaragam. This is the quote mentioned in Charaga Samhita. Okay. Stamba, Gaurava, Shidakna, Swedanam, Swedakaragam. And mainly 9 qualities of Sweda Dravyas are mentioned. The qualities of Sweda Dravyas are Ushna, Tishna, Sara, Snigdha, Ruksha, Sukshma, Drava, Stira, and Guru. Okay, so you have to remember the number of qualities. That is 9 type of qualities are mentioned for Sweda. And Charaga mentions Svedobhagana also, which is starting with Stobanjanadi drug. Okay. So Charagajare mentions Snehobhagana and Svedobhagana. Try to study the drugs that is mentioned under this Gana. Totally 10 drugs are mentioned. Okay. Then coming to the classification or types of Sweda, the Charagajare mentions 13 type of Agni Sweda and 10 type of Anagni Sweda. Okay. 13 Agni Sweda and 10 Anagni Sweda. Whereas the Ashtanga Hridaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, Susrudajarya and Charangadara Samhita, all other Acharyas mentioned the 4 type of Sweda. What are they? Taba, Ubanaha, Drava, Ushma. Okay. So Charaga is mainly indicated 13 type of Agni Sweda and 10 type of Anagni Sweda. Whereas other Acharyas mentioned 4 type, that is Taba, Ushma, Drava, Ubanaha. Okay. Generally, it can be classified as Agni Niragni Sweda or Snigdha Ruksha Sweda, Eganga or Sarvanga Sweda. Okay. Then, if Vada is present in Amashaya, then first we are advised to give the Ruksha Sweda, then the Snigdha Sweda are advised. It is very important. Okay, mark at 3 star. If Vada is present in Amashya, first we are going to do Ruksha Sweda, then Snigdha Sweda is indicated. But if the Kaba is present in Pakwashya, first we are giving the Snigdha Sweda, then the Ruksha Sweda can be given. Okay. So when Avada is present in Amashya, we are giving Ruksha Sweda. Why? Amashya is a Kabasthana. So first we are giving the treatment, the Ruksha Sweda for Kaba. Then the Snigdha Sweda is used to mitigate the Vata. Okay. Then 8 types of Swedas are mentioned in Kashyapa Samhita and Bela Samhita. So we have discussed the 8 types of Sweda mentioned in Kashyapa Samhita. And Pada Sweda, Hasta Sweda, these are mainly indicated, mainly mentioned in Kashyapa Samhita. Okay. Then based on the Paryaya, the Sweda can be 2, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. And as per the quality, it is Mridu Sweda, Madhya Sweda and Tikshna Sweda. And according to the Karma Beda, the Dalhana is divided the Sweda as Samshamana and Shodhana. Okay. So once again, I will repeat the classification or type of Sweda. Charagacharya mentioned 13 Agni Sweda and 10 Anagni Sweda. Other Acharyas, Ashtanga Hridaya, Sangraha, Sushruta and Sharangada Samhita, mainly 4 types of Sweda, Taba, Ushma, Ubanaha, Dreva. Okay. Then according in Vada, if the Vada is present in Amashya, first Ruksha Sweda is given, then Snigdha Sweda is advised. And if Kaba is present in Pakwashya, first Snigdha Sweda is given, then Ruksha is given. Then mainly 8 types of Swedas according to Kashyapa and Bela. And based on the Paryaya, the Sweda can be divided into 2, that is Bahya and Abhyantara. And as per the quality, it is Mridu, Madhya and Tikshna. And according to the Karma Beda, the Dalhana is divided the Sweda into 2, that is Samshamana and Shodhana. Okay. So the samyak lakshana and the snigdha, the sweda lakshana we will discuss in the next class. Okay. I think it's enough for today's topic. So try to study these topics today itself. Okay. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me or drop a message. I will answer it. Okay.